What's up, guys? I am back with totally a different setup for you guys, and I'm gonna talk to you guys. This is gonna be USDT dominance. I really want you guys to pay attention. This is the setup for you guys, just to let you know. This is gonna be a better setup for me, honestly, because it can easily point at different times at different part of the charts. This is USDT dominance. I have been showing you guys for many months. Actually, from start of this channel, I have been talking to you guys and showing you literally USDT have been telling us where Bitcoin and altcoins are going. Okay, especially Bitcoin, until the Bitcoin dominance is gonna top, which I'm gonna talk about Bitcoin dominance, all the altcoins, what is happening in the market, and what we should expect. Okay, so I want to go back to the last cycle. These are all the price points that I have showed you before. So this is the opposite. When you see the lower prices on top, that means that Bitcoin hit their low. It's low in the last cycle. This was when the 10K happened, and I'm going to show you guys in the chart later. But $31,000 was when Bitcoin first hit $65,000. Then it crashed or pulled back 57% down to almost $20,000, $31,000. This is where USDT was when that happened. And then you guys can see from July, this red candle is July of 2021 is when Bitcoin started going up. That was the moment. That was a time when everybody was expecting, it was looking like a head and shoulder pattern, which I'm going to explain in the BTC chart. We're going to match everything, and I'm going to show you how similar it is, almost exactly like the last cycle. Okay, so pay attention. Please give this video a thumbs up. This is a setup for you guys. Nobody is doing this, so I really appreciate you guys support this channel with your likes and share this video if you find it helpful. Okay, so in the last bull run, if you guys just connect these lines and just go all the way, this was when Bitcoin started hitting around this area, was $19,000, and it started going up to $65,000. Opposite of this look was Bitcoin when it hit $65,000, which I had it somewhere. It's not in here anymore. Oh, this is covering it. Anyways, $65,000 around this area happened. USDT was looking like this, but Bitcoin hit $65,000. Then we went sideways for a while. A lot of altcoins in this situation is still pumping, because every time USDT goes up, that means it is taking majority money from the market. So it's taking out of the other assets and it's going to the stable coin. That means it is bearish. So that's why we crashed for USDT. So Bitcoin pumped, and a lot of altcoins pumped every time USDT had this small decline, right? Now I want to remind you when I called the exact top temporarily for Bitcoin when it hit $73,000, $74,000, which we had 7 months of sideways, and you guys see that slowly rise was a slowly decline for Bitcoin, and we went down to $48,000, $49,000. That's why I am pointing this was the low, which I still called it around $49,000, $48,000 to $52,000. I called that Bitcoin is gonna bottom, which it did. Okay, from there we started declining, and you guys know that this decline for USDT dominance brought Bitcoin down up to $109,000 ATH. Okay, so now then I started telling you guys, I said I am seeing this red candle, guys. If you do not know, if you're new to this channel, I have been explaining every time we have bunch of green candles, you can treat the same way for opposite of this. When we have bunch of greens and they're red and then bunch of greens again, and you can see that there is a good support on this area all the way, and that's why we had the support in the last bull run, which started the bear market. That's why we had this when we hit around $15,000, which was here actually. This was the worst time in 2022, right? That was the bear market, and then we started going up from $15,000-$16,000, and then we started going back up for Bitcoin. Right? So you guys see how nice everything is exactly opposite with USDT and Bitcoin, right? This is exactly like the XY of crypto, right? So, and then I called and I said, there's a good chance we're gonna get support around this area because it's a bigger rally-based rally, and lower part of the base is usually the best part, and there's order block there. Order block meaning there's a lot of buys and sell orders. Oppositely, if you want to, for this area was a very bearish part for Bitcoin because it got support and it started going higher from $74,000. So, and then when we went back down again, we slightly went a little bit lower. But as I said, I mentioned, although we have gone almost to the same level, price of Bitcoin was $73,000 in this area, but we hit $109,000 in this area, although they are almost the same level. And I told you guys that market has been growing, so more money, because this is percentage. USDT dominance, we're talking about percentage. So percentage, you can still make the market bigger, but talk about almost the same area of percentage. Okay, I hope that you understand it, but this is just telling you guys that how the correlation is. Now I'm going to show you guys how they are so similar together in here. And you guys see that we got this rejection from USDT dominance and started going lower. That's why Bitcoin started pumping again. Okay, I have been showing you guys. If you guys have not been joined in the Telegram group, go ahead and join, because I show you guys more updates in there. So I said that I still showed you there. If you make it, let me make another line here. I just made two lines exactly looking like each other. And now we are seeing that after we broke below these two lines, it started going down, and Bitcoin started going to $69,000. And you guys see the same thing. Although USDT was higher this time, but we hit higher price for Bitcoin. If you guys want to compare, $65,000. Although when we go down, we have to hit higher prices. But in here, because the market was bigger, I hope I'm not confusing you, but this is very simple math, okay? But now, you guys are seeing, after I saw that we broke below, there's still a chance that we have huge wicks like this. It does not have to happen. But if you guys remember about this line a long time ago, this is 7%. I said that when we have these huge drops and then go sideways, slowly decline and have huge, bigger declines, we usually go back to grab that liquidity from there. But we did not quite touch this line, because if you go to daily candle, you will see that this is exactly where Bitcoin should have hit to grab all the liquidity, so we could have gone even lower. Because the more liquidity grab happens, the higher the price can go, and USDT could have gone lower, right? The more strength of buying pressure, right? Now, there is still a chance that we go higher to retouch this top of the pattern and then start going lower. I am still saying that there is a good chance that we're going to have, after July, when this happened, was the low point for Bitcoin, and it started seeing that altcoins and Bitcoin, most of the altcoins started growing from here, from the mid-cycle, mid bull run, basically, in middle of 2021, which was the last year of the bull run in the last cycle. We started seeing all the altcoins, most of the altcoins and Bitcoin started going higher, and Bitcoin hit new all-time high, right? So it's still, I am expecting worst case scenario, we can go higher one more time, have a huge shadow, same as these that happen. It does not have to happen, guys, but there is still a chance we get that support. Because even if you make this line, this top part, if you go all the way, you see that we still had this reaction to it. We got support temporarily, we went higher for USD, then it still crashed. And you guys see that it is getting a little bit of support. There's still a chance we go higher, and Bitcoin and altcoins still get bearish, and I'm going to show you guys in total 3, and I'm going to tell you guys that why altcoins are not, we should not expect the same amount of returns for the altcoins comparing to the last cycle. Okay, the reason is, guys, unfortunately, I really hate to say this, but because of pump.fun, all these platforms that literally anybody can click have couple of clicks and create a new crypto that takes some part of the share of the market, and it can be a scam, it can be anything. But now we have over 36 million cryptos. In the last bull cycle, it was maximum of 13,000 or 10,000, something like that. If you guys want to consider, yes, the market is bigger now, but comparing the ratio is huge. There is a huge difference. So that's why if only there was XRP, Cardano, Matic, or Polygon, those coins grow so high, and because they did not have as many competitors, right? But now, unfortunately, I hate to say this, I wish that we did not have these platforms, but we are not gonna see thousands of X's for all the coins or most of the coins. This cycle, you have to pick great coins, and I would say that picking coins from the last cycle would not really help, because a lot of the coins, I'm going to show you one of them. For example, let me show you one of them. All right, I just want to give you guys this example, VeTV. VeChain was one of the bigger altcoins that did a lot of X's in the last bull cycle, and it started from going from less than 1 cent, and it did all-time high of 28 cents. But look at this, guys. Look at where it is right now in this cycle. Unfortunately, these coins are already in billions of market cap. Right now, if you go look at the market cap, and I have showed you guys why market cap is so important, and unfortunately, a lot of people ignore it because they think that market cap does not matter. The price calculation for crypto, I've showed you guys many times, matters, because the lowest the market cap is when you buy that coin, and if it's a great project, it will do many more X's until it gets to $1 billion. But this coin is already at its lowest point, and if you want to compare it to the last bull cycle, and it's already on billions of market cap, right? And it's still, even if it wanna go higher in the altcoin season, is still, there is a lot of other competitors that is not gonna let it happen easily. Okay, yes, I'm just giving you guys an example of just the last cycle, that how harder it is this cycle, because there are many more altcoins created, okay, in this bull cycle. And this is the Bitcoin dominance, guys. I put it on 6 months chart. 6 months chart literally show you guys why BTC dominance is gonna stop around 63 to 65%. I told you guys even from November, from even October, I said that we are within this channel. If I go to lower time frame, you can see that it's still, BTC dominance is going within these two lines, okay? But you guys see that because we have a lot of resistance, and right now at the moment it is almost 64%, and it is barely touching around these bodies of the candles for 6 months, a year and a half, 6 months, 1 year, 1 year and a half. And you guys see that how it is gonna stop around 63 to 65%. And this candle, guys, is gonna close end of June. I want you guys to pay attention here. In the USDT dominance, I showed you in the last cycle, we started going higher from $31,000 when USDT dominance topped and started going lower, and BTC started going higher, right? And that was the start of the real bull cycle, okay? But now, if we close this candle, 6 months candle, end of June, because it's 6 months, right? From July 1st, we're gonna open a new candle, and I am expecting almost the same red candle. It's not gonna be as long because in the last bull cycle it was a lot longer because there was less crypto, right? There was less crypto, but they took a lot of the money because there was less money in Bitcoin as well. In the last cycle, it got smaller. And this cycle, I am expecting to go at least to low 50s, okay? 48, just ignore this. Around 50%, there's a good chance that we go down to. And let's just study why we kept having this sideways for 2 years, actually a year and a half until this started happening. If you guys look at this, we started even going, making almost the same low and higher high for BTC dominance, but it started dropping even heavier, right? It was only because of this closed candle. This body, if you go, you see every time we had these hits to this body, it started going lower. That's why I have this purple line, and I have the same thing for this cycle, guys. And we have been going up for 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 2 years, 2.5 years since our bottom for BTC, for Bitcoin, right? So we have been going up, and the main focus has been going to Bitcoin, and that's why you guys are seeing that altcoins are not growing, because most of the money is going to the percentage of the whole market is 63-64% for Bitcoin, right? So that's why I said that from mid-March I am expecting altcoins to start growing, but at that time I had not seen BTC dominance in 6 months candle. 6 months candle is literally telling, the bigger the time frame, the macro perspective is going to show us a better decision to make. That's why around these areas I am expecting that BTC dominance is just going to go sideways up to end of June. Unfortunately, I hate to say it, that we're going to probably have to wait until end of June, and hopefully from 1st of July, we're going to probably even go a little bit higher like this, just to hit that resistance one more time and start dropping until we get to almost 50%. Okay, so you guys see that if we just take this out, I had a line, and we can have another line. We can still have that another resistance from this wick to this wick, all the way down here. Let me actually show you. Yes, it's just simply, if you guys look at this wick to this wick and just go all the way and connect these two wicks and go all the way, we can still go seeing that we're gonna probably go sideways until we get to this. We close this 6 months candle, and the next one is gonna hopefully drop, and we're gonna have this resistance and this resistance that is gonna make BTC dominance not be the leader anymore. Does not matter where the Bitcoin's price is, but I'm expecting Bitcoin has to pop first until other altcoins start getting the confidence and people start investing in them too. Okay, that's why around these areas I have been showing that I've been buying, and I've been telling my members, if you guys are interested to see what we are buying, go ahead and join. The link is in the description and the first comment that is pinned. Okay, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys like this setup. This is very new, and if you guys liked it, let me know in the comment section. Please share this video with your friends. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Subscribe for the next video, and hit the notification button, and also join the free Telegram group. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.